Brandon here, and it's time for another episode of Brandon's Boy Problems. Today's episode is about guys wanting to be exclusive but not ready to be in a relationship. This is really a concept I never really had to deal with until I moved to Atlanta, because I pretty much lived my whole life thinking, okay, if I'm single, I'm free, I can do whatever I want, I can hook up with as many guys as I want, I can go on as many dates as I want, I can see as many guys as I want, like, there's no restrictions, no perimeters, and then once I'm in a relationship, then cut it all off. I'm single, when I cut it all off, I'm in a relationship, and then don't talk to anyone else, I'm exclusive, I'm monogamous, all my focus and attention is on the guy I'm in a relationship with. But apparently down south they do things differently here, where people want to be exclusive before they know if they want to date you, which is a foreign concept to me, just because, well, I mean, I've only had one relationship, and when we did start seeing each other, it pretty much was, like, we spent, like, every day together, so, like, there wasn't really any still talking to other guys and whatnot. I mean, I was still on my apps, and we did have, like, discussion, like, let's delete our apps, so that was, like, when we were in a relationship, and, like, as I guess I think of it, I do realize, like, okay, there was a period we were exclusive. That's also because we were, like, talking together every day. Like, I only wanted him. There was no one else. Like, we were at that point where it's, like, instant infatuation, instantly, like, as soon as we get together, like, he's the only one. Like, I don't care about anyone else. I don't want to talk to anyone else. And then that was that. But then now it's, like, guys want the exclusive rights to you, but they aren't ready to put a claim on you, and that's just what's bizarre and, like, not really working for me, especially if it's, like, not someone you see every day. So it's like, why am I not allowed to go out or date around if you are not even putting in the effort to see me or speak to me or be with me every day? And it's like, I do like this guy, and, like, I do hope it's heading towards a relationship, but I just feel like it's still pretty early, especially for you. Like, we haven't really had our first date yet, so for you to say, like, you don't want me still to be on apps, you don't want me talking to other guys, you don't want me hooking up with anyone else, and that he already deleted all his apps, so he's not talking to anyone else. It's like, on the one hand, it's nice. It's like, I do like that he is focused and dedicated to me, and that only wants to be with me, and, like, I feel like I do want to have that with him, but it's also like, okay, you never asked or brought up the topic of let's delete our apps or let's not talk to anyone else. It's more so that he just did it and expected me to do it, but there was no discussion about it. And I feel like with everything in a relationship, especially if you want someone else to do the same thing, you have to discuss it. Like, there needs to be communication, you need to talk about it, you need to make sure that the other person thinks the same way you do, because I mean, we all have different dating histories, past experiences, different ways we've navigated dating relationships our entire lives. You can't really just assume that the person that you are now seeing has the same way of navigating the relationship or new relationships as you do. So on the one hand, I guess I can see his point where it's like, okay, you like me, you want it to be a relationship, but, like, you don't like that I'm talking to other people, but it's also like, you have to broach that topic that you don't want me to talk to other people, and not just get mad that you find out that I still am hooking up with other guys or talking to other guys. So I still feel like I like being free until I'm ready for the commitment. But if the guy hasn't brought up the commitment, let's just, like, don't expect monogamy and exclusivity to someone when you aren't in a relationship. I feel like monogamy, exclusivity is a boyfriend privilege, and for boyfriend privileges, you need to be someone's boyfriend. Like, the whole, okay, you aren't allowed to talk to anyone, you're not allowed to see anyone, but you're only for me and only me as we get to know each other, like, that just seems like bullshit to me, because it's like, if you know you only want me and don't want me to talk to anyone else, that means you should know that you want to be with me. Like, there is no whole, you aren't allowed to see or hook up or talk to anyone else if you still are in the get to know each other stages where you aren't sure if this is the person you want to be with. That's just the part that doesn't make sense to me, because I feel like if you know that you don't want me to be with anyone else, then you should know you only want to be with me. But if you still are unsure about it, that seems like a control issue for me, because I just feel like, why does it matter if I'm hooking up with getting with other guys? Because that has nothing to do with you. Like, what I do when I'm not with you and what you do when you're not with me, it's not really each other's business until it's like, okay, babe, let's get together. But I mean, I can see the point, because I feel like I have been a thought in the past where it's like I'd go, like I had a date scheduled later at night, but it's like then you're on apps and you see like a hot guy and you start talking. It's like, oh, I want to go hook up with him, and then you do it, and then it's like you still go to your date later, but it's like I know that's thought behavior, but I mean when you're single, you're free to do whatever you want, and I also feel like that's not something that's difficult to give up when you're in a relationship, because I guess it could feel like guys could say like, well, you're a hoe, you're not worthy of dating, or like the guy even said like he can't take me seriously if he knows that I'm still on apps hooking up with other guys. I also feel like, first of all, that's nothing to fucking deal with you. Like my feelings for you are not affected by hooking up or sucking other dicks or like whatnot. So I feel like the fact that you're upset about what I'm doing when I'm not with you is not fair or logical, because I feel like you can separate sex and relationships, and I feel like if you still are in that unsure stage that you don't know if you want to be committed to me, that means you're still open to free all your options, and then I'm open to free all my options, and yeah. So it's really a complicated issue. I've never really had to be in this predicament before, because I have only had one relationship before this, and it really just ended like, okay, as soon as we met, we were infatuated, inseparable, can't resist each other, addicted to each other. Like there was no like coming between us, because we was just like automatic exclusivity, because we literally spent every second together. But this time it's like, okay, we aren't spending every second together, we're still like getting to know each other, we're still like in that early dating stages, like we haven't even had our first real date yet. So it's like, that just seems bizarre to me that you want to be exclusive, but I also feel like I appreciate him wanting to focus on me, but it's like I don't want to just like be exclusive yet, because I don't know what is happening really. It's like, do you want to be with me or do you not? Like that's how I want to view relationships. I want it to be like black and white. Okay, you want me and only me, we're together, or you don't want to be with me and then we're just not together. I don't like the whole I want you to only be with me but we aren't together. That's bullshit to me. That's like being a baby mama. That's like a fiance without a ring on it. Like no, I want the whole commitment. I want that. If I want my monogamy, I want my boyfriend, I want exclusivity, that all comes together in one package to me. There is no, you get the monogamy, you get the exclusivity, but you don't get the actual title. I want the title. So that's how I feel about being committed to someone when you, or someone wanting to be exclusive with you when you aren't actually in a relationship. Thanks for joining me for an episode of Branden's Boy Problems.